Hey guys, be sure to watch all of this video. I'd like to show you the XRP price chart and some very interesting news. What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. Happy Monday to all. So as we can see with the Bitcoin price chart, of course, funny enough, David Schwartz warns everybody to take profit on April 13th. Now I'm not saying he knows, you guys can speculate and I'll leave that up to you, but it is a funny coincidence if it is one. And David Schwartz tells us to take profit on April 13th. One day later, Bitcoin goes to its all-time high price over $64,000. And then of course it proceeds to crash roughly 50% plus. What are the odds? And I know I go over this in my recent video just a few days ago, Ripple XRP price chart, what are the odds this happened? Jamie XRP highlighting this, showing the tweet that David Schwartz did in fact post on April 13th with the timestamp. And then of course we all know the funny joke that David Schwartz was referencing, talking about it being a happy Monday. And since Sunday alone, we've pumped a good 13% in the market, and Bitcoin did in fact retrace past its 236 Fibonacci retracement, bringing the market up nicely. You can see a sea of green on the right hand side. We have Kava well over $5, Alliance Block, we have AMP. AMP, Kava, and VeChain are on that list to be added to Coinbase as well, so no coincidence there. So congratulations to all that are holding, and funny enough, I'm sure people are in a better mood because it's a green market. And we have to be aware how fickle we are in the retail market, and I'm right there with you. We essentially have two golden crosses forming on the daily for the Bitcoin price chart as well, and these are Fibonacci numbers, the 8, 21, and 34. And if you guys have been following me for quite some time, especially on Twitter, I know I've been hypothesizing that DAG is ahead of this market, and I know that's a weird way of looking at things, but it's just one of the theories that I'm looking at. And we can see that DAG did in fact, and I was calling it since these levels down here, we did in fact form this beautiful cup and handle, and I was saying, okay, we formed this cup, other assets are going to start coming out and climbing out of this. It's just due, especially after a 50% drop. It doesn't take a genius to assume that. And I was watching a variety of time frames, watching a variety of indicators, and it was matching fairly well. Looking at Fibonacci levels, it's good to see that Bitcoin did in fact get to the 236, and little did we know DAG even went above and beyond and reached some Fibonacci extensions that we were looking for, and then QNT looked like it was at this level and went above and beyond a bit as well. So all eyes are on these price charts. So I'd love nothing more for Bitcoin, a variety of alts like XRP that are still down here, to start climbing up out of this cup. And I don't know about you, but this to me is a perfect trading opportunity. This is not financial advice, but I'll kind of share what I'm doing high level, and I'll be trading assets that are essentially up here into the assets that have not yet gone. So catching these 50% moves back and forth and compounding them consistently with my trading bag. Of course, I have my holding bag, my hold bag I do not touch whatsoever. I have my fiat bag, my cash, sideline cash for emergency dips to dollar cost average, and then I have my trading bag. And I know we had an awesome live stream last night. It was an hour and a half on Patreon right after the weekly close, because of course it's always fun to watch that volatility during the weekly close, whether the candle wicks down or up. And of course, as soon as I end the live stream, the market just pops. So absolutely beautiful. I encourage you guys to check that out as well. Looking at a few assets in a very similar structure per the EMAs as well. Swing high, swing low, using the candle bodies, we can see that Kava is leading the way, so to speak, almost reaching that 1618 Fibonacci extension. You can see API 3 is in key territory over at the 786, and of course we can recall to previous fractals that DAG did in fact explode at this level once and for all and got a nice amount of volume. So that's what I'm going to be watching, the volume on this chart. And so just as Kava on the right hand side broke through the 786, we're right there right now for API 3. And XRP, the XRP price chart is sitting on the 702, and I'm just measuring a Fibonacci retracement from the swing high to the swing low. So very interesting territory, and guess what guys? I really like the look of this RSI. So if we can break through the 65, 67 cents, en route to 70 cents, and then ideally up to that 80 cent level yet again. And lastly, on the XRP price chart, and most importantly, we're on the weekly, please look down at the stochastic RSI for all these assets. Notice, Kava began pumping first, while the stochastic RSI, the stock RSI, started running up nicely. Where are we at for API 3 on the price chart? Well, it started to pierce, and we started getting an additional run up and push. And what do we have for XRP? It's bottoming out, so I do believe that there's a very nice chance that we can start climbing up yet again. Now, I know some people think this is a fake out, we're going to hit 70 cents or 80 cents and crash to 30 cents. You guys do you. I have a certain way of looking at things, and I'm going off of my plan. This is just one of the things that I'm looking at for this market for my own personal trading strategy. I'm not telling you what to buy, I'm not telling you what to sell, just showing you what I'm seeing. And also, here's a quick throwback from 2017 from Anthony Pompliano. If you think Bitcoin went on a tear once CNBC and institutional investors learned about it, just wait till they discover Ripple XRP. And yes, this was a real tweet. I hope his Bitcoin fans never see him say that. And also, this is what I was referencing. I know I posted this earlier in June, but notice, this was when DAG was at 5 cents, and we finally blasted at 20-cent levels up here. So I was looking at these structures, ascending channels, tap on the recent all-time high of 2020, and see this structure right here? Well, I was seeing that as the mini fractal of this whole structure. So it's the same thing, and now this was drawing a bit differently. So I was looking at this, seeing who's ahead, and of course, it paid dividends. Because DAG has been, over a 9x return this year. And I'm going to take some of that, and I'm already good for running some nodes. Take some of that money, throw it into the next guy that's about to do the same thing and get the next 300% return. So you're really just compounding your wealth. It's super boring, honestly, because it takes months to do between trades. It's not get rich quick. It's get rich very, very slowly and believe in something when everybody else gives up. So that's my strategy, and it works very, very well. Also, I wanted to highlight this. So on July 21st, we have this Elon Musk confirmed SpaceX owns Bitcoin at B-Word conference. And then we also have that SEC's Purse, I believe her name's Purse instead of Pierce, on state of crypto regulations. And in this video, it's pretty interesting. We have this gentleman at the 7-minute mark, give or take. And he is, in fact, so Paul, he is, group head of trading over at XBTO. And I found it to be pretty interesting just talking about expecting Bitcoin to retest some lows, meaning once again, and go into the 20K region. And yet again, we did finally pop towards kind of this end of the week or beginning of the week, but also end of month candle. So I found that to be very, very interesting. We also have Bedict sharing this, so thank you. This should be interesting. We have Gary Gensler and Brad Garlinghouse speaking about crypto at the same exact event. AspenSecurityForum.org. Two sides of the same coin, the promise and the peril of cryptocurrency. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO Ripple. Anyways, it's great to see a green day. We have XRP at 65 cents, up 10% plus on the 24-hour and up 17% on the 7-day alone. However, I know sentiment's, higher, you're a little happier. Some people are getting hope back. And I'm aware of that because I experience the same emotions. The crypto market cap is back to 1.5 trillion plus, up 11% over the last day alone. However, and I know I tweeted this, it's just market psychology. The majority never want to buy before a breakout. Buying XRP at 60 cents, buying XRP at 50 cents probably makes you a little nervous if you don't really believe in what you own or really understand it. And understand the risk and the potential downside and then the upside and make a decision for yourselves. So the majority never want to buy before a breakout, but the majority want to chase a breakout. They want to buy after the breakout. That doesn't make sense. So remember, investing is not about intelligence. It is about psychology. You don't have to be smarter than anybody, but you have to master your emotions and just think the opposite and try to think contrary to everybody else. That's all trading is, betting what the majority will do and doing the opposite of that. Here's that tweet, so settle down if you're getting annoyed by this, but happy Monday, David Schwartz just referencing this on July 24th. And of course, I hope you enjoyed that previous video I did on standard custody, Polysign, Ripple, all of that. And remember, XRP is called the standard, not by me, but by Ripple employees and by Miguel Valles, former CME Group executive. He said it's going to be the standard. So funny enough, standard custody, the standard for security for institutional money, the trillions of dollars of capital that have already had seed funding of what? Let's see, a $25 million funding round from, and the CEO is Jack McDonald, one of the legends of industry. And then Tim Keeney, who custodied 1/4 of all institutional assets. And New York already gave them a charter. So yeah, they're the freaking standard. And XRP is the standard. They're both the standard. So shout out the digital asset investor as well. To me, it's pretty obvious. Also, quick update here. So we have Martin Volk sharing this. Just an update. Jed McCaleb has 893,304,393 XRP left to sell. So he is slowly but surely running out of XRP and ideally lowering that sell pressure, that selling pressure on XRP. Everybody has their own beliefs about that. I'll keep to myself. Just under 900 million XRP left. And here's some estimates of how many more days left until he's completely done with his XRP and you never have to see this again. And yes, Jed is praying that Ripple wins the lawsuit. And isn't it peculiar that Arthur Brito has not really been mentioned in the lawsuit? Makes you go, is there more to this than meets the eye? And maybe all of us crazy XRP people realize that, which is a good thing for us holders. All right, last but not least, guys, Flare Networks did in fact post this with Spark and the Flare tax implications, so the US tax treatment. You can visit this website, flare.xyz, or follow them on Twitter, Flare Networks, and I did in fact retweet it, the blog going over tax treatment in the US. And last but not least, guys, we have this linked in the top of the video description for anybody that wants a simple way to track taxes. Please understand, I've used a variety of platforms, probably 3 or 4 different platforms. I wanted to use multiple platforms in the same year to see if the documents documents were different and the numbers were different. And I can tell you with certainty, this is the best platform I've experienced thus far. I can sync my OTC buys, I can sync any exchanges by signing in and connecting the APIs, which is easy. I can sync my, cold storage wallets or MetaMask wallets. Highly recommend. And all services, guys, linked in the video description, are services that I actively use today. It's not something I'm trying to shill for no reason. You guys can start a free trial as well, track your portfolio, and all it does is gives you a single beautiful document right here, the $89.49 that you can print, hand to your CPA, or just turn in and you are good to go. As you can see, there's 2 steps to get your tax forms. Sync transactions by signing into Coinbase, hit enter, done. In me, I have like 20 plus exchanges. So I do that, and then I sync all my CSV files that I get from other exchanges, and I'm good to go. Just as Coinbase was the biggest IPO in history, Coinbase Ventures did in fact back and invest in TaxBit. So they're as legitimate as it gets. And you guys can save 10% with the link below or my promo code linked in the video description. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.